Hey, what's happening, everybody? That's right. Felons Ain't Failures Podcast is back in the building. And I am your dynamic host, Coach Chuck. And on the side of me, I got...
Well, it's your boy, Big Boy Los, coming at you with the podcast. Just welcome everybody in. Thank you for listening. Bro, what's going on? How you feeling? Give me some love.
Oh, man, I'm feeling good.
Love you, bro. Love you too, bro. Right, let's get it popping.
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling magnificent. I'm feeling productive, successful.
Yes, sir.
Feel like I'm on point for some great things that happen in my life.
You feeling good. You feeling good.
Tell me about your weekend.
A little slowed down this weekend, bro. I didn't do too much of nothing. I didn't get my pickleball on because y'all know normally I come at y'all with my pickleball results, but I didn't get nothing in. Weather was a little crazy this morning, but it was okay, man. Any day above ground is a good day.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I didn't do too much, man. Just, as always, locked in, obsessed with the podcast. Always thinking business-minded, trying to be creative.
Yes, sir.
Trying to think of the next move.
Getting prepared. Prepared for growth.
The being for the turn even come.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So that's it. But, man,
Yes,
what you got for us today? I think I see something on your heart today, bro.
Well, bro, you know, we got Black Business Month coming up in August.
That's what August is. Okay.
Yes. Oh, yeah. August is Black Business Month. And, you know, when the time they come up with a special month, we try to touch light on it a little bit and shed a little light. So we got the Black businesses coming up, and I know, just like you do, I know a lot of people that got their own businesses that are Black owned. You know, I know some barbers, I know some landscapers, I know some young ladies who got their hair studios going on. So I think, bro, I want to share the information, put some stuff out there for them, get them they like, you know, and then just talk about their success rate.
Oh, okay. What's happening? Well, I mean, go into it. What you got?
Okay, well, because it's Black business owned, I mean, a lot of people think it's been around for a long time, but I did a little research and I noticed it didn't come out till 2004.
All right, take us to school.
Yeah, and a gentleman who was an engineer named Frederick Jordan, he joined this cat named John William Templeton, who has his own publishing company, and they decided, you know what, we successful businessmen, why don't we make a month for us? You know, I mean, women, you know, just Black-owned business, period. So that's what they did. They came up with it. They put it out there, like I said, 2004. And their goal was to highlight the remarkable achievements, you know, and the high level of success of Black-owned businesses around the United States. So that's what they started putting that information out there. And I read some over, like some of the research showed that in 2021, there was 161,000 Black-owned businesses in the United States with a gross revenue of, listen to this, bro.
I'm ready for it.
Around the United States now, Black-owned businesses, they was pushing like $180 billion.
We're talking numbers now.
Talking numbers, man. Talking numbers. I mean, just the success of these Black-owned businesses, you know, the work they put in to make it happen. And another thing that I read, which really, I don't know why I felt so good about it, man, but I know sometimes women don't get their due. Mm-hmm. You know, they don't get their respect. Yeah. And they don't get their pull. You know, but I read that in the United States, Black-owned businesses, with the women, they carry like an estimated 59,000 businesses.
In Florida?
In Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, in Florida. You know, and with Florida, it is the highest number of Black-owned businesses in the United States. Right here where we live at, bro.
So that's the highest number of Black-owned women business or Black-owned?
Black-owned businesses, period, in Florida, we number one.
In all the
United States. Florida is number one. So everybody in Florida, Black-owned business, they getting it done.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Shout out to them. Shout out to them.
So I figured if we talk about it a little bit today, you know, I know you got some things down on the paper, so put it out there. Let's talk about it, and let's see how some of these people are successful and some of the things they need to do to get to the level of success that they want to be. Okay.
Yeah, I want to get to some of that, but I want to talk about something you said. Give me that number again, that 161,000 Black businesses in the United States generated how much, what that number is again?
$183 million.
Is that since 2004?
That was since 2004 up to 21.
$183 billion.
Yes, sir.
So I always hear people talk about how much money Black people spend. Oh, come on with them Cowboys. Cowboy fan.
Yes, sir.
I hear people talk about how much money black people spend, but I never hear people talk about how much money black businesses make. And I think that can become a point of, not a point of interest, but almost a point of inspiration to let people know that a small minority black business, whether small, large, or whatever, medium size,
Right.
can generate money. I said that to say, because I think a lot of people don't jump out on their ideas because they don't think it will make money, or they feel like the field is too saturated, like podcasting, what we got going on.
Yes, sir.
So I talk to a lot of people about podcasting, and my pitch now is, because this is what I've understood and I learned, that podcasting is more than just a media wave. That podcasting now becomes a business. You know what I'm saying? So
It's a huge industry.
but a lot of people feel like that it's so saturated that there's no room for them in podcasting. I don't know how we switched to this, but I'm finna bring it in here.
Let's go.
I think it's important that people understand that there are certain people that are waiting to hear your message. I don't care. It could be a million podcasts out there. There are some people who are sitting around waiting on you to grab a mic and start talking about the things you went through and how you could help them come out of the things that they're going through.
I say that all the time about Felons Ain't Failures Podcast, bro. I say that all the time.
Yeah, we got an audience.
Yes.
Our podcast, for some, is the first podcast they ever listen to.
Absolutely.
Our podcast, for others, will probably be the only podcast that they listen to. There are people who sitting around waiting on your voice. There are people who are called to your story. There are people who are hungry and thirsty for your experiences, for our experiences, for your experiences. So highlighting that, like I said, they always talk about how much money black people spend and how much money we waste. Let's focus on how much money we make. I had no idea that black businesses gross $100-something billion.
Yes, sir.
Because we never highlight that. So
Nope.
let that be some inspiration
Right.
for those who sitting on ideas and won't start because they think it won't make no money.
Inspiration and motivation.
Yeah, because anything will make money
Yeah.
if you keep going with it.
That's right.
Somebody will buy it. Somebody invest in it. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to throw that out there, bro. You said one more thing.
I think that's that's when the gentleman started this Black Business Month in 2004, that was their intention, you know, to highlight all the positive things that black businesses occur, you know, what they do. So it's out there now, you know, and now we represent it. We're celebrating the month, you know, and we know that's there. And it gives other people out there the feeling inside, okay, it's working. Okay. It's making money, and it's a whole lot of people doing it, you know, so let's get it. Let's make it.
Black businesses do make money.
They make money.
So dispel that myth.
Done.
Yeah. So
What you got? You got some things, bro. Where you was telling me like, me and you was talking earlier. You was showing me like some of the things that you found that kind of puts the black entrepreneur on the right path to get going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm so lost. Lopez really gonna have to put his magic on this one.
That's okay.
Yeah, we'll just, he can do that, whatever thing he gonna do. But yeah, I want to get to, because I think, you know, like, what I didn't want to get in here and talk about is be an echo to the normal conversation when it comes to black businesses. You know, people always say black business, they lack customer service. Black business, they lack being efficient. Black business, they're never on time. Black business, they don't respond in a timely manner and stuff like that. So if August is Support Black Business Month, I felt like it'd be only right of us maybe to drop some seeds or release some gems.
Okay.
That black business owners, beginners, those who thinking about starting, or even those who've been existing for a while, kind of like a checklist to make sure that this DNA is running through your business.
Right.
Because these things, I believe, will position you to be efficient, to have great customer service, which will bring return customers and will bring you success and even profit in your business.
Well, what you got, bro?
All right. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that I feel is important that black businesses, especially those beginning, even those in existence, is that they know their market.
Okay.
a lot of people start businesses and they don't have like a target client, a target customer in mind. So when you don't have like a target customer, you're not specifically catering or customizing your product or your services to a specific niche and group of people.
Right.
You know, just to think that everybody in the world is going to buy it, that's wrong. Because everybody don't have Apple.
Absolutely.
Everybody don't have Android. Everybody don't just buy Nikes. Everybody don't just buy Reeboks. So to know your market, you have to have an ideal client, target client in mind, and you have to understand their behavior and their needs. Okay, so like let's talk about the studio. Okay, we have Felons Ain't Failures Podcast. So we also have a studio.
Yes, we do.
That people can rent. We also have a production package ran by Takeover Tampa Bay.
Takeover Tampa Bay production.
So, but our whole idea, our whole target audience is for people who have excuses about starting their podcast. I don't have lights. I don't have cameras. I don't have audio. I don't have a space. So what we did was we created a studio for people who are starting podcasts and they have an excuse and have not started. So our target was people who want to start a podcast, but they got every excuse not to start. So now we say we got cameras, we have lights, we have audio, we have video, we have edited packages, we have production packages. We got everything for a target audience for those who need to start and got an excuse. A lot of people start businesses and they're not specific and they haven't customized their services or their product or whatever answer they're providing to the problem that they found out there.
Right. So it sounds like with what we're working on establishing here, you know, we've eliminated your excuses. You know, for those out there that want to start the podcast, here we go. You know, all the stuff you say what you can't do and what you can't have, it's set up right here with what we do.
Yeah.
You know, so it just goes back to, you know, now whatever you want to do, you know, eliminate the excuses, make the move, get it started, set your target, you know, and know your audience.
Know the market.
Know the market.
Know the market. Don't just jump out there with
Right.
a business and you don't know your market. And another thing they have to do, and I feel like a lot of people don't do as business homework, is that as a beginning business owner, even before you launch and take off, I think you need to study your competitors. You need to know what your competitors do, how they operate, so you can figure out how to outperform them. You got to be patient. You know, like we have ideas, we jump and run, we be so ready to get out there. But I think sometimes we have to take a step back. And we have to, let me give you an example. All right, when I first started the hauling business, before I put out any flyer, launched a website, let people know I was hauling, I looked up and I had a team of people help me. I looked up every hauling business and junk removal business in the Tampa Bay area. I looked at all their websites. I seen what they charge. I seen what they offer with these services. I seen what was a la carte. I seen how much they charge per mile if it's outside the county, and you know, things like that. I seen what they charge for a junk removal, for the park the trailer, to load the trailer, how much manpower hour for manpower.
That was before you even got started.
Before I even got started.
Right.
So I knew everything that all my competitors were offering, and so I knew how to outperform them.
Right.
Now, see, I seen everybody do all this and charge all this, but nobody was doing a post cleanup after they haul all your stuff out. So what we started doing was after we get through hauling everything, we clean the yard. If it was on grass, we would rake everything up, bag the leaves up. We would sweep off the carport. If you had a water hose available, we would spray the carport down and clean the concrete off. So I was able to outperform a lot of competitors, which caused me to get a lot of repeat customers.
You put in some extra work.
I put in some extra work. But I studied my competitors,
right,
and I found out how to outperform them,
right, because they wasn't doing that.
No,
right,
no, they were just picking your junk up, and whatever was landing in the yard,
you had to do. They had to do.
Yeah, the client would have to come out and still clean up after the trailer was pulled off. You understand what I'm saying?
But because you studied your competitors and saw what was going out there, you went the extra mile to do the extra stuff. So now they ain't got nothing to do. You done did a whole complete job.
Did everything. I done rake your yard and everything.
Right.
It's all in the job. I don't rake your yard and everything. So I figured out how to outperform my competitor. That way that'll cause me to stand out.
Okay.
So that's two things. I think we need to make sure we know our market, do our business homework, and make sure we know what our competitors provide so we can outperform our competitors.
Right.
And then the next thing is we got to stop selling ourselves short trying to get clients.
We do that.
So, and I've been caught up. You know, we drop our prices. We give discounts in the name of gaining clientele. Stop selling yourself short trying to get clients. Be patient. Keep improving your product. Keep improving your service. And your ideal client will find their way to you. Because it does no good. Because you go in business to make profit.
Right.
And you can't make profit when you're dropping your prices and giving discounts just to get some work. And you got all this overhead and people you got to pay. Stop dropping your prices. Stop selling yourself short. Your price is your price. Me and Tampa Bay Takeover partner together. So we do video promotions, right? So we put a bid in a couple weeks ago. We put a bid in for some video promotions. They want like 3 or 4 things, shot videos, some conference stuff they're doing, and we haven't heard back. So a lot of times, some people will contact the people back and try to drop their prices. We gave them 2 options: one price, a second price. If they don't like it, they find somebody else to do it. Because we know the value we bring, we know what we bring, we know the outcome, we know how it's going to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're not selling ourselves short. We're not going to cut that price in half just to get the business because it ain't worth our time.
Absolutely.
And that's an attitude and that's the DNA that has to run through your business and even through the business owner, that if I had to wait an extra 3 weeks to get a client, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna stop selling myself short. Those are businesses that don't make it.
And bro, don't you think like maybe as a client or as somebody who's coming into this business, you know, we claim we want to support the black-owned businesses, you know, but then we walk in there as customers and we trying to haggle.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to get you to come down on this. I mean, you know, I mean, it is what it is. Not all the time, but that happens, and sometimes the owners give into it, and that's what that goes back to what you were saying.
You making no money.
Don't sell yourself. Stay where you at.
You making no money.
Everybody coming there ain't gonna haggle you. You know, somebody gonna pay the price that you got out there on there. You know,
and like what I would say, they go to dealers, they don't haggle dealers
at all.
That polo say $98.50, they pay $98.50. But you come into a black-owned store, and you wanna shake me down.
You wanna shake me down. You ain't shaking nobody down at dealers.
Yeah, definitely.
McDonald's ain't gonna come off that hamburger.
Definitely. Now we talk about supporting. You know, stop going in there trying to get discounts.
Right.
You know, if they say it's $55, pay $55.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to say this, you know, to supporting black businesses, as much as you can, use cash. I know people say I don't carry cash, but when you think about it, if you come in my store, or even like if I do a hauling service for you and you cash out me, you know what I'm saying? You swipe a card or something, there's a percentage I got to pay for that.
Yep.
So I may have sold the product.
You money.
I may have sold the product for $50, but by the time it's said and done, I might get $46 for that. So, you know, I think it benefits, especially small minority businesses, if you spend as much cash as possible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Cash is king.
That way they ain't paying all them fees.
Right.
You know, because then like you say, they missing out on part of their profit just to accommodate you because you don't want to carry cash.
Right. And you'll notice it if you go to certain businesses, you know, they'll have a cash price and a credit price for you. You know what I'm saying? So, and there's a reason for that, you know, because they got to get their money back if you're going to use your credit card and that type of stuff there, you know. So, and like you say, Chuck, especially to the ones just getting started, you know, y'all bring the cash to them, you know, that's going to help them build their business, you know, and get to where they want to be. Yeah. So next time y'all rent CP Hall, you know, just pay cash. You know what I'm saying? Save that credit card for somebody else. But no, seriously though, so I want you to know your market. I think knowing your market put you in a position to be able to get more sales because you know who you're going after, so you understand their behavior, their needs, their spending habits, all kind of stuff like that. Study your competitors. Do your business homework. Study your competitors, okay? Stop selling yourself short. Stop selling yourself short just to get a deal, just to make a sale. Stop giving discounts. Stop. I don't care if nobody came in 2 weeks. Wait 2 more weeks. Somebody come in and spend triple the money that person was trying to spend. Bro, can I real quick on that?
You can do what you want.
Knowing your competitor thing.
What you got?
I mean, because I was just thinking, you know, if you don't know your competitor, you know, you've been done ran out there with this sheet or however you're going to go by it or whatever, you know, then you present it to somebody and there's 10 other people out there doing twice as much as you're doing for the same price. And because you didn't study your competitor and find out what's going on out there, you wondering why you ain't making a move. Well, that's because everybody else doing it better than you, and you didn't take the time out to go find out how they was doing it. So, yeah, I like that. Know your competitor.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And price point. Know your price point. Yeah. You got to learn what to charge. And the best way to know what to charge is find out what other people charge.
Absolutely.
You know, when you're beginning, you definitely want to go up under that.
Right.
You build a reputation, and then the value grow, and you can charge more.
Yes, sir.
And then the final thing is, I think we got to operate with excellence.
Define that. What you mean
when
by
you talk
that?
about excellence, that's like we have to offer. We have to be considered 5-star. You know, so I looked up some things. I got 5 things I wrote down. I want to put these out there. I looked up what qualifies a restaurant hotel to be considered 5-star.
5-star. We've all heard 5-star.
Because when people find out, I don't care how much something costs. If you say that room $350 a night, and they say, but it's a 5-star, because it has that reputation of being a 5-star, people don't mind paying it. So I think your price becomes not a bargaining trade part, not a dialogue and discussion. If you operate and establish your business to reflect the 5-star of excellence.
Right.
So the first thing, and I want to 5 things that a restaurant has to. 5 different criteria that they have to meet to be considered a 5-star.
Okay.
So I want the business owners, the beginning business owners, even the seasoned business owners. I want you to parallel your business or mirror your business to these 5 things. See if you got them in there, and that'll let you know whether or not if you are even positioned or even creating the image or the idea that you are putting together a 5-star business.
Okay.
The first thing that qualifies a restaurant is that they use quality products. No shortcuts. Provide the best service you can provide or provide the best product. If you got a t-shirt business, stop getting the cheapest gilding t-shirt that you can get. You want to buy a t-shirt for $2 and sell it for $25 so you can make $23 profit.
Right.
Pay $8 for the shirt.
Yep.
And sell the shirt for $22.
Top
you understand
quality,
what I'm saying?
top quality.
You wanna use the best quality products you can. Stop shortcutting your people. Stop spending less trying to make more. You know what I'm saying? Provide quality over quantity.
Because when you buy that cheap t-shirt and sell it, and it shrink 2 sizes down the first time they wash it, you're not going to get no more business. And the other people going to tell you, don't use them no more, you know, because they're not using top quality product.
And even the feel of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't be so focused on the profit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The quality. In order for a restaurant to be considered 5-star, the first thing they got to have is quality products. The second thing is it says that they have a mastery of flavor. They have mastered the cuisines that they fix. So my question to you is, have you taken the time, have you properly invested to master whatever your product is or whatever your service is? And we talked about this earlier before we got on camera. I said a lot of people want to be life coaches and they haven't coached anybody for free before they try to coach people for a fee. Like, there's no way you're going to be a life coach and your first client, you charging them $200 an hour. Right. $100, whatever they charge.
Right.
You know, you should have practiced this craft before you even put it out there to try to sell it. We got kids, we got family members, we got friends. That's people you could have practiced on before you try to put this product out there and sell it. I coach a lot of people, but I've spent countless years, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 years coaching people for free. I practiced this thing. And I mastered it. So when I put it out there, I have a product that's proven. And it's worth you paying whatever I request that you pay.
Right.
You know, so make sure that you master your product or master your service. Spend some time practicing it. Spend some time working it. You got a program, find you some people to practice it on. Let them come for free. Even what we did here when we first started, before we actually launched the studio for rent, you know, I was bringing people in for free.
Yep.
They think I was just, you know, being nice, showing them so much love, but I was practicing. Because before we had Lopez, I had to figure out how to do the camera, how to set the lights and stuff like that. So before I could charge somebody, I had to have have the things together to make the experience, what it needed to be.
Real quick on that though, bro, you know, like you say, practice it. You know, I've seen, you know, a lot of people try to open restaurants, you know, and a lot of times they do it because your cousin said Big Mark can know how to make apple pie real good. You know what I'm saying? Well, and I think I can speak on it too because I'm a ghetto chef. You know what I'm saying? And I love to cook, and I'm all about the preparation.
I heard Lopez is too,
and all that kind of stuff there. But you know, there's been things that I've cooked very well. You know, then one day I go to cook and I'm like, whoa, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? But I have seen cooking programs and cooking shows where people might cook the same thing 100 times to perfect it.
Yeah.
You know,
Master.
to master it.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a method to that, man. There's a reason for that. You know, that's part of the build of the success. You know, you have to master that if you want to be at the level that you want to be.
Master.
I've seen it.
They
I've
master
seen it.
the flavor.
They mastered
it. Yes, sir. The next thing is we're gonna keep it moving. Is that the third criteria they had that was recognized is that the personality of the chef has to be in the food that he serves. The personality of the chef has to be in the cuisine. And now this go back to stuff that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
About your business is going to be a reflection of who you are.
Right.
So it's not that the business reflects who the person is that makes it 5-star. It's the reflection that the business gives off that makes it 5-star. So like a lot of people got business, but some people just rude. Like straight up, some people just rude.
Right.
You know, even the way they greet you or the way they say, "May I help you?" Some people are just rude. Yeah. So, and we talk about being mentally stable, mentally healthy, being in a position where you can pursue something that. Why am I struggling with these words?
You're all right.
That you can pursue something that you want in business. So, in order to set up a 5-star model, you got to do a self-assessment and make sure mentally, am I in a good place to be able to provide great customer service? Because my business is going to be a reflection of who I am.
Right.
So if I'm the type of person that argue with the wife or the husband before I leave, and I come to work with an attitude, that's not going to position you. That's not going to position you to be 5-star and to get that repeat high price, high value paying customer. So it's important that we always talk about therapy.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to go forever. But sometimes sit down and talk with somebody. Check some feelings. Check some thoughts.
It helps.
You know what I'm saying? You don't go to a therapist to find out if something's wrong with you. You go to a therapist to talk about what you're struggling with and see if they got some actionable steps. Because your business will be a reflection of you. So mentally, how are you? Physically, how well are you taking care of your body? Because your business can only go as far as you can take it.
Right.
And if you're having health issues where some days you got to shut down early, some days you can't get out the bed because you can't open at on time. If you say you open at 8, your business will be a reflection of who you are.
Absolutely.
So part of building a 5-star model is making sure that you're in a position mentally from a health standpoint, physically, whatever the situation may be, that your business can reflect that in a great way.
Right. Because productivity is important. And in order to have productivity, you got to be there. You got to be there. You know, like you said, you can't be home talking about your back hurt. You know, I'm just tired and I don't want to be there. You know, you have to be physically sound. That some people might not think about that, you know, when they're running a business, but it's right up there with everything else, with your finances, with your clients and everything else. You got to be there in order to obtain success.
Yeah, you
got to be there.
You got to physically be there.
Got to physically be there. Right.
Yeah, your DNA will be a reflection of your business.
Absolutely.
The fourth thing is the value for the money. And, you know, one of our biggest things here with the podcast and with everything else is that we like to over-deliver.
Yes, we do.
You know, and just throwing it out there, just think like, even when it comes to podcast studio, there's nowhere that I've known, and I researched a lot, that you can go to a studio for $50 an hour and have cameras, have lights, have audio, have video, have access to different rooms all within that time. Over-deliver.
Yeah.
Does your business over-deliver? Are you giving people the value for their money? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe just meeting them and, you know, center point. I believe in over-delivering.
Right.
So do your business over-deliver. Or are you doing the bare minimum and trying to get the most out of people? Because you need this money. That's why they say nobody should start a business out of being desperate.
Right.
You know, because you need to be able to go some time without making no money.
Yeah.
But some people in business, they need that sale. You know, so they're going to try to give you the least and get the most out of you. And that doesn't position you.
That's bad business.
Model.
That's bad business.
Yeah, we call it brown bag business.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything go in, you're taking it right out.
Yeah.
You don't even take your money to the bank. As soon as you make it that day, it go right in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, so are you giving people the value for their money? Are you over-delivering? And the fifth thing is, this is just plain and simple, the consistency of food. When you think of places like Chick-fil-A, when people, if repeat people come back to you, are they getting the same experience that they had the first time? One thing about Chick-fil-A, I don't care what state you go to, I don't know what time. I don't care what time of day you go to. The line gonna be long. It's gonna move quick, and you know what your food gonna taste like.
Right.
I've never seen nobody, and maybe it may have happened here and there, but I've never seen nobody go to Chick-fil-A and say, you know what, this chicken sandwich ain't taste like it did last time. It tastes the same every time you go.
Or get down the street and bite it. Oh, no, I'm taking this bite. You don't take your food bite.
Never.
Because I ain't saying
because there's consistency within that. So are you providing, every time I come to you, will I get the same experience?
Right.
Or is my experience depending on how you feel that day? Or do it depend on what argument you got into that day? Do it depend on how much money you made last week? Like, so you have to provide consistency with your service or with your product.
I can see how providing that consistency gets the client back every day on a regular basis, just like you say, because you know what you're gonna get. You know what you're gonna get, and you know, right? You come in and it's gonna be right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that keeps you coming back, keeps elevating your business, and keeps you financially where you need to be, getting higher, making the money that you want to make. So that's big, the consistency, bro. That's big.
Sir. Yes,
that's
sir.
big. That's big.
And that's and this was kind of a far reach for us, but I think it was important that we highlight everything that the month highlights. And
I like that.
We really speak to these businesses. So, as you watch this, I want you to go back and just think about some of those things and look, does your business reflect those 5 things that I named? If not, maybe they'll give you your next move, your next step, something that you can apply to your business, something that you can work on, and it may take you to the next level.
Right.
But, I believe in data. Data is collected for a reason. Absolutely. And restaurants and hotels are considered 5-star, and people pay high premium for 5-star because of those 5 things that they possess in the DNA of their business. All right? Take us out, big bro.
That was a good one, bro. That's it. I like that. I feel good because, like I said, we both know, and a lot of people in our audience, they know people who own the black businesses. You know? So I feel good that we'll be able to put a little something out there, and maybe for those of us who are trying to get started with that type of business, with some of the points that we pinpointed here today, that gives them an idea of what they need to do, and a little more insight that, they might have to push a little further than what they probably thought, and maybe even when you talked about knowing your competitors, that might have been something they had no idea to think of doing. Yeah. But now that they hear it and listen to it, because it sounds good to me. Yeah. And I ain't got no business, but if I was to start a business, that's the first thing I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna find, know my competitors, know my strengths and weaknesses. We talked about that too, so but I think we got enough information out there, bro, where we highlighted them out there and then got some people on the right track.
All right. We appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Right here somewhere at the bottom, Lopez going to have all the information rolling at the bottom, so make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment. Follow us. We on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Come on, help support us as we make our moves and make our waves through this thing.
Remember, buddy, August, Black-owned Business Month. Y'all go out and support them. We sure appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thanks for listening to the podcast.
We out of here.
Yeah!